Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here with
Oh.
us. Welcome to Smore Chatting, or maybe Chattin' Smore. We haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out eventually by the end of the day, I'm sure. But
I
this is our
think so.
brand new podcast where we talk about streaming, video games, and sundry other nerdy things. And joining me today is JenJenRose, my good
Hello,
friend. I know
I'm
I
JenJenRose, also known as Dove Mom.
Mm-hmm. And I am Casual Cap, but if you guys are here, you probably already know that. But if you
I think
don't,
so.
I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, a Fey Catboy VTuber, and an avid capybara enjoyer.
Mhm.
Jen, you've introduced yourself a little bit, but would you like to tell people like who you are, what you do, what people might know you for?
Yeah, I am sometimes VTuber, sometimes Twitch streamer, full-time digital artist, and sometimes comic creator. I also currently illustrate and rig live 2D models like this one.
And
Um,
my 2.0 as well.
yes, coming soon.
Coming soon, TM.
hmm Very excited for it.
Yeah, me too. Oh man. Jen and I are currently in the middle of sketching at the moment. We're trying to figure out which direction to go into, but everything has
Yep.
looked phenomenal so far.
I'm so glad. It's a long process, but it's a very fun process.
So, Jen, you and I have a very interesting history together, right?
Yes.
Because I have known about you for years, years even, like at least a decade, right?
Yeah, which is still so crazy.
It's so funny because when I first got introduced to Jen's content, it was on Tumblr, and I just happened to follow her comic that she had then. Maybe you guys have seen it as well,
Oh,
called
yeah, what
Four.
kind of life?
Yeah, that's the one. Four Panel Life.
Mm.
And it was always just it was just a highlight of my day every single time you posted. I always enjoyed seeing it. But then everything that happened on Tumblr, we kind of just, everybody moved away from it. I certainly did, at least,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that was the same with me too. That was kind of when Poor Vanilla Life really slowed down. It was when Tumblr did,
Yeah.
because I'm like, none of these other social medias are quite the same. Like Tumblr at that time was just right
Right,
for
right.
comic posting.
hmm I was wondering, have you ever thought about maybe putting that up on like, what's that one website?
Oh,
Webtoons,
June.
maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it up
that's
there?
the plan.
Oh,
I
exciting.
think there might be a few episodes on there, but I'm working on like trying to get an exclusive thing going with Webtoons.
Exciting,
Yeah,
exciting.
a little hush hush, but
Oh,
that's
okay.
the goal.
Well, then you
Yeah,
heard it here
you
first.
did.
Exciting. We got breaking news already, episode 1. Oh, that's great. But cut maybe to like, I don't know, 4 years ago-ish, more or less.
Right? Yeah,
I
it's been
became a
about 4 years.
catboy on the internet. I was
Yeah.
playing Phasmophobia, and you guys just
Yep.
kind of came in and was like,
Yep.
hey, we like Phasmophobia. And I was
Yeah.
like, you want to play together?
Well, first my partner stumbled upon you, and he was like, "There's this Final Fantasy Catboy playing Phasmophobia, and he's wearing a Burger King hat, like a Burger King crown." And then I'm like, "I'm sold. I'm in. Where is he?"
Yeah, oh man. I forgot about my jank Burger King crown. If you guys have seen my crown,
Mhm.
if you've
It was
seen the
like an
crown,
immediate green flag for me.
mm-hmm. I janked it up, and it was really just kind of something I slapped together, and then Jen came in and made me like
Yeah.
a really good one. And I was
Cap
like,
has like 20 hats that I made.
literally every single one of my funny hats has been from Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been
Like
great.
it was like VTubers were still pretty new at that moment, so I've never I didn't actually at that time ever see anyone just throw like a PNG onto the model. So it was very new for me and exciting.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Oh man. And 10 hats later, we're still here. We're still here.
Going strong. You should
It's
play
been
Phasmophobia again sometime.
it's coming up for the spooky times, right? We've
It
got a
is,
couple days
it
left
is.
until
Yeah.
October. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
I do have some stream plans, some potential Let's Play plans for
Mm-hmm.
spooky season.
Exciting.
Those are very hush hush.
There's a new game that we've been talking about, right? What was that
One
game
with the
called?
dog?
The one with
I
the
don't remember.
dog. It's
It has a corgi in it.
it does have a little corgi in it. I think it's Project Unknown, maybe?
Sounds right.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll definitely have to play that
yeah, for
once spooky
sure.
season is upon us.
Hmm. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to
Mhm.
it.
Me too.
Phasmophobia is definitely a classic. I've met so many people through that game, and
Mhm.
I'm really, really looking
Same,
forward
yeah.
to jumping back into it.
I haven't actually played Phasmophobia in, like, probably over a year now.
Yeah, same. But what do you think of the new like our new podcast scene here? It's completely put together within the last
Mhm.
20 minutes.
I think it was great.
Hopefully
I love the
everybody
idea, I love the layout.
hmm hopefully
It's
everybody at
stellar.
home is gonna enjoy it as well.
I think so.
Oh man. So, have you been up to anything recently, Jen? Have you been playing anything, watching anything lately?
So I've been playing an ungodly amount of Stardew Valley.
Oh, exciting.
Same old in my world.
Hmm.
This morning, I was watching one of my partners play the new Zelda game that came out.
Yeah. What is it
Yeah,
called?
where you play
It's
as something
hmm.
Echoes.
Yeah. We're so good at this news thing, dude.
So good. But it's
How
the new
is it?
Zelda game on the Switch where you play as Zelda. It's really cute.
I
Um,
I
I
think
feel
it
like it's a little bit more casual than a regular Zelda game, so I think it's like perfect if someone hasn't really played much Zelda games before.
hmm. That's
Echoes of
exciting.
Wisdom. That's it.
Echoes
That's
of
it. That's it.
Wisdom. Thank you,
It
Chad. Thank
it
you.
has this feature in it that I wasn't expecting, which is like it's almost like a Pokemon feature in it, where like you
Really?
capture objects and creatures and can use them to fight other monsters.
Oh, see, now I thought it was
Yeah.
just like chairs and beds.
No, no, no. Yeah, you get those. Like she got a trampoline to like
Oh,
help solve some puzzles, which was really fun. But then she also got like a snake and a little armadillo and a
that's so
goblin.
cute.
Yeah, and you can send them out to fight or like solve puzzles with you. Like I didn't expect that at all.
That's exciting.
So it has a lot of like the old school Zelda charm, but like
Hmm.
with some new features that I
I
really like.
I heard that it was like 3 times like the other game that like has that same style
Mm.
that was like I think it's not Link's Awakening, is it? Um
Maybe I forget.
maybe. There was one recently that came out
Yeah,
and like
yeah, it was a similar style.
this game is like apparently 3 times longer than that one or something.
Oh, good, good.
So there's got
I
to
had
be
no
a lot
idea
of
how long.
content.
Yeah,
Hmm. So that's exciting. I do look blah, 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 blah. I do love a good Legend of Zelda game.
yeah, yeah. This one's been very charming so far.
You know, one of the conversations that I was listening in on for somebody was that they were talking about how like the difficulty of puzzles, right? In
Yeah,
Zelda games. Because I remember when I
yeah,
was like a wee child playing
yeah.
Majora's Mask, I was like, what am I doing? Where am I
Yeah.
going? What am I supposed to do? And maybe Majora's
Mhm.
Mask isn't the exact best game, like intro to the series.
Yeah, I think isn't that one notoriously like one of the more difficult ones?
I mean, like, if you don't know about like having to reset time and stuff like that, which I didn't
Yeah,
when I was a wee child, it's like,
yeah,
oh, the
yeah,
game's over, we
yeah.
lost already. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
So like you get that time limit going, and but I'm wondering how this compares, like for everybody's like baby's
Um,
first Zelda game.
yeah, yeah.
How
I
is this
think
gonna
I
be?
think this one would be, in my opinion, like a softer introduction to
I
it,
think
because
so.
there's also a feature in it, like you know how you can recreate like beds? We
Yeah.
found out that you can actually recreate a bed and like rest in it and slowly get
Oh.
a little bit of HP back.
Oh, that's
So if you find a
exciting.
safe spot, yeah, you can do that and get a little health back. And I think that made it a lot less stressful when my partner
Yeah.
played it.
I bet.
Hmm.
Oh man, it's got great scores right now though. 9 out of
Yeah,
10,
yeah.
86%, 86%.
Yep.
Might have to pick that up sometime soon. I would love to
Yeah,
play
it's,
it.
it's very charming.
Have there been any animes that you've been watching recently? Any movies?
I'm currently rewatching all of JoJo's.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, we're on part 4 right now, which is my favorite part.
Remind me what
Um,
that's
Josuke.
right, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. That's the Ed, Ed, and Eddie part of JoJo's.
Oh man. I
Yeah.
it took me a while to warm up to that part actually, you know, because like
Yeah.
part 3 you're
It's
with the
so
Stardust
left field.
Crusaders, right?
Yeah.
You're going through and you're like going on this grand adventure with
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
super powerful dudes, and then suddenly you're just, you know, with Ed, Ed, and Eddie at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Yep, it really is.
Oh, that's so funny. It's just it's so out of left field, but like it
Yeah.
took me a while to like ease into it, but I was like, you know what? I could appreciate this for what this is. If
Yep.
I don't compare it to something else, this is still amazing out on its own.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
that's my thoughts too. Like for me, I like it after part 3 in the way that I feel like it's kind of like a time to breathe
Right,
after all of
yeah.
part 3.
Right.
But I also just like it as its own thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But man, I recently watched all of JoJo's, so it's kind of like, but the thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
do
I
you
know
get
you
this
did.
thing? I don't know if you get if anybody out there is the same way, but when you like binge something, it's just kind of like you don't really retain everything
Oh
that you
yeah.
watch,
Oh
you
yeah.
know? Because
Yeah.
it's like you don't have time to ruminate on everything. Like if you watch things
Yeah.
episodically, like one episode a week kind of thing, you're thinking about it the entire week, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like something specifically with JoJo's when like part 3 and 4 were coming out, I was
Mm-hmm.
watching them like week by week.
Right.
But now binge watching it, I'm like, this series kind of all over the place.
A
Like,
little bit, yeah, a little bit.
'cause, like when there's a week in between, I'm like, okay, I have some time to chew on like what just happened
Right, right.
before the next crazy thing happens. But then when you're binge watching it, it's like, huh,
You know, my good friend Glussie, actually, huge fan
yeah,
of JoJo's,
yeah,
right? Something that
yep.
she talked about while I was watching it was
Mm,
that it's something that she missed when it came to Netflix was JoJo's
mhm.
Fridays, I think it was, right?
Yes,
Because like
JoJo Fridays.
a new episode would come out and everybody would come out with all the art and everything, and
Oh
like there would be
yeah, oh
memes left
yeah,
and right. But
yep,
like
yep.
when it came to Netflix, apparently that kind of killed JoJo Fridays because like people were
Yeah.
watching it at different paces, so like you weren't really
Mhm,
interacting with each other
mhm.
online anymore, and
Yeah.
like you were trying to avoid spoilers at all costs because
Absolutely, because like
so
this series is so old that like even when the anime was like a weekly broadcast
mhm.
originally, like the manga had still been out for like 20
Right,
years.
yeah.
So even then it was hard to get spoilers, but now that like so many people had seen it before it was on Netflix,
Yeah,
I can't imagine avoiding spoilers.
yeah. Oh man, but I didn't expect at the end to, I won't give any spoilers for anybody who
Of
wants
course,
to go
yeah.
back and watch JoJo's, but like the ending of the series was not something that I expected, and
You mean part
like
6?
I believe so. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I don't. When you
No
say
spoilers
part
in the same
whatever,
part.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Jolene.
yeah. The
Yeah,
ending of
yep,
that was not what I
yep,
was expecting at all, you
yep,
know?
yep,
Mhm.
yeah.
And by the end of it, right, like, I was talking to Glussie again about it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so like, does this happen then? Is this what's gonna happen next in the manga? And then she was
Mhm.
just like, oh, like, yeah, that's pretty much exactly it. I was like, oh, well, I mean, at least it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was. I'm trying to. I wish I can get a little bit into more detail, but I don't want to give anybody spoilers or
I know what you
anything.
mean. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about,
for
don't
those of you
worry.
guys who know, you know. And if you
If you
don't
don't,
know,
you know.
go watch JoJo's. It's all on
Yeah,
Netflix.
and then you'll know and be like, "Whoa, I didn't
Yeah.
expect that."
Mm-hmm. It's got Matthew Mercer in it as well if you watch the English
It
dub.
does.
lot of Mercer in that one.
Always love some Matthew Mercer.
Speaking of, there is a new tabletop system that's coming out soon. It is currently out of beta, created by the wonderful people at Critical Role. They have their own system coming out called Daggerheart.
Ooh, I haven't heard about that.
I've been looking into it. I've been dipping my, well, I don't want to say that word. I've been dipping into the pool. You know, you don't get any of that for free here.
Nope. Premium content. Pay for that.
Yeah. But I was looking into it, and it looks very fun. It looks very geared towards telling a good story, which is something that I prefer.
Oh, nice.
But it still has those it still has those elements where, like, if you wanted like a tactical battle simulator kind of thing, you could still do that. So like one of the biggest takeaways from that, right, is that everybody can take their turn whenever they want in the middle of combat kind of thing.
Really?
There's no turn order, but like you can put on a soft rule where it's like you can't take more than 3 turns without somebody else taking their 3 turns kind of thing, you know?
Okay.
So it's like,
I like that.
Yeah. It's an optional rule that you can put in, because you know that there's always going to be those gamers that like want to be the main character kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like,
there's always a way to even it. Yeah.
So like once they take their 3 turns, they gotta wait for everybody else to take 3 turns in the middle of combat. But basically, like, somebody will be like, I want to cast this spell, and then it's like, oh, can I also combo up with that with my spell? And then like there's a combination mechanic in there as well. Yeah. You know, and since there's no turn order, you can, you know, jump in at any time, help out your friends in any way that you want to. But
I really like that.
The downside is that every single time you like take a turn and things like that, I believe I need to go over the rules again, but the DM or the GM puts a little token on like the enemies, and as soon as somebody like misses or messes up or something like that, then all of the enemies start to take all of their turns all at once as well. So it's kind of like a back and forth, and you got to play a little reactionary. So it's like a little bit more balanced that way.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, I would love to play a game here on Twitch if we were able to, because I think
I'd be so down.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. And speaking of other tabletop, I love tabletop games. You know, like I got to get that out there. If you guys don't know me, I love tabletop games. So another thing I love is also Final Fantasy 14, and they have just come out with their own tabletop RPG as well. Yeah. So it's like it functions essentially the same as Dungeons and Dragons 5e, from what I can tell.
Okay.
But rather than having disadvantage, you get like a penalty or something if something is difficult, right? So like the example that's given is like a monk is tied to a chair and they're trying to break free. So they, like, since it's a difficult task, they get a -2 to the roll, right? So like if they make the roll, but the -2 would make it so that they fail, something bad happens. Which is another mechanic that I'm very interested in, because it's like it gives the opportunity for like dramatic storytelling, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun too. Well, I'm excited for that too now.
Yeah. Me too. I'm excited for whenever you guys come back to Final Fantasy 14. There's so much content to get through.
I know. That's one of the reasons we have it, is like there's gonna be a huge learning curve. Because when we originally played, it was 2015, I think.
That's a while ago.
That was like the height of me playing Final Fantasy 14.
That's wild. I thought you guys were in Shadowbringers, were you not?
No. Yeah. We were. It might have even been before 2015, because it was like Heavensward was just out, I think.
Oh, I see. So you guys are like at the beginning then.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very different game now.
Yeah, for sure.
My rotations are very out of date.
I think something might have changed a little bit since Heavensward.
A little bit.
Just a smidge, just a smidge. Speaking of games, by the way, have you seen the Tokyo Game Show by any chance?
I haven't. I've
It's
seen like a few little snippets from it,
mhm.
but
There's
I
been a
haven't seen
there's been a
everything.
couple trailers coming out. So like they're remastering Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, I believe, right? I think it's a
Oh
remaster.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um and
Oh,
I know that
maybe.
one of your partners is very into Metal Gear Solid.
So into Metal Gear,
So
yeah.
that's exciting.
So that's gonna be like a day one purchase with them.
Mhm. Another trailer that came out was the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Have you seen that?
Ooh, yeah, I saw a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
that.
They came out with another
That
trailer
was
for
pretty
it, I
fun too.
believe, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
something
I
that I'm
definitely haven't
super.
seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that. I would really love to go back and watch all of the movies again because it's just been so long,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I haven't watched them since like a child.
Yeah, exactly. Was there anything after the Crystal Skull? I don't quite remember. I don't think so, right?
If there was, I hadn't seen it.
Yeah. Some other things that are exciting. Some Square Enix things were announced during the Xbox panel.
Oh, okay.
Um,
On the Xbox panel.
yeah, Dragon Quest 3, the 2.5 HD remake, as well
Oh,
as the Final Fantasy 7, sorry.
seven.
Thinking about I was literally just thinking about
The
the
Cloud.
remakes recently, like just before we
Yeah.
started. But the Pixel remasters is what I was gonna say. The Pixel remasters are coming to Xbox, so
Oh. Ooh, I definitely haven't seen that.
it
That's
really
fun.
feels like so Square Enix, not Square Enix, but Sony has always felt like they
Yeah.
have a very like intense do not cross this line kind of thing when it comes to like
Mm-hmm.
they don't share their games at all, you know?
Nope.
Like I think
Yep.
Final Fantasy 16 just came to PC after being released like maybe a
Yeah.
year ago or
Yeah,
something,
it
you know?
did. It did. And one of my partners was really excited for it, and I'm like, wasn't
They
that
got
out a long time ago?
it.
So I
But
was
it
really
yeah,
confused.
it's they definitely got to play it because it's so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Like the
Yep.
story
It's on the
is
list.
it's phenomenal. Probably one of my
Yeah.
favorite Final Fantasies ever,
Yeah,
you
like
know.
I got to see a little bit when you were streaming it, but they
Mhm.
didn't see really anything of it.
Mhm.
So they'll be really blind into it, which will be
Oh
fun.
man. The
Mm.
tears will not stop. They will flow in that
Oh,
game.
hell yeah.
Oh man. And what else was there? So they've been very much like not they don't really share their things very much, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's really
I was
nice to
surprised they said Xbox.
yeah, yeah, I was super surprised. And
Mm.
I'm really excited for them to like open up a little bit because console exclusives, I don't know. Like it feels like
Yeah.
kind of an outdated system, you know? Cuz like
That's how I feel too.
the console
Yeah.
wars are kind of over by now, you know what I
They
mean?
are.
So
It
like
was fun in the past.
mhm. Like I remember specifically going out to buy an Xbox 360 just to play Left 4 Dead, right? Because like
Yeah,
that was an
yeah.
Xbox
Couldn't play it on
exclusive.
anything else, yeah. Yeah, there was so many games. I never had an Xbox, so anything that was Xbox exclusive when I was
Mhm.
young, I did not get to play.
Yeah. That was kind of how I was as well, but I was like, "Oh man, this game's so fun. I got to get an Xbox."
Yeah.
So,
That's how they get you.
mhm. I am really excited for that though. Hopefully this means that there's going to be like I don't know, like a barrier taken down, you know?
Yeah, I think so. Relatedly, like, we got, was it the Steam Deck? And
Yes.
I'm obsessed with the Steam
Oh,
Deck.
really?
Yeah, my Switch has sadly became covered in dust because
It's
now I have a whole Steam library
That's
on the
true.
go.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
so
man.
nice.
It's kind of funny that
It's so
you
expensive right now, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah,
about the
that's the
same
biggest
price as a
problem.
well, maybe not. I mean, about the same price as a Switch, I guess, right?
Mm, I guess it depends which model you're getting. I think
Right.
the old one is like 250, but like the current model is like 350, which is
Something like that.
yeah, a lot for a handheld. But
Yeah. So now you can play your Stardew Valley wherever you go.
oh, and I do. The Steam Deck lives next to my bed.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that are like cross compatible, right? Like no longer console war limited, right?
Yes.
Monster
Yeah.
Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, yeah.
That game apparently I found out is going to be releasing on like Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam all at the same time, and
Oh, that's great.
and it's all going to be cross compatible to play. So like no
Hell
matter
yeah.
who buys what where, you're going to be
That's
able to play with anybody.
Oh, that's so good because I
I'm
remember I think it was the previous one that wasn't
Yeah.
cross compatible. Yeah, so like so many people had it, but all different like platforms.
I
So
remember.
then
Oh, go ahead.
I know so many people with like 3 different copies of it to play with different friends.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, I bought
Yeah,
it when it came out on the Switch, right? But
yeah.
I didn't get too far into it, and then it came
Mhm.
out on PC, and I was like, I guess I gotta buy it
Yeah, you have
again.
to give it again. Yeah. So I really love that more games are doing that.
Yeah, but like by the time that it comes out for PC, I'm like, I already played all of this, you know? I don't really have the
Mhm.
motivation or the drive to do it again,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
also that,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm really excited for it. I'm really, really excited for it to come out because
Yeah.
oh, that's also something that came out during then, release date as well for the Monster Hunter. Uh, when was it? February. I didn't write it down.
Aw.
Here,
Is it this coming February? Is it
this
coming out
coming
that soon?
February. Yeah,
Ooh.
February 28th
Oh,
in
wow, that's real
2025.
soon in
Yeah,
the grand
so.
scheme of things.
hmm Oh my gosh, Jen, I
Yeah.
gotta show you something really quickly. I gotta show you something. So, well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you about one of the the Ultra Collector's Edition for Monster Hunter Wilds, right?
Ooh, okay,
The
okay.
Ultra Collector's Edition is goes for $1,260, right? Available only
Okay.
available only in Japan, and it comes
Sure.
with a functioning bicycle.
What?
It comes with a functioning bicycle.
I was say, does it come with a real sword? I didn't expect a bicycle.
Oh
Okay,
man. Mm-hmm. So for those
alright.
of you guys who are out there in Japan right now, you could order that. You could have your
Nope,
Monster Hunter themed bicycle.
that's funny. So random to me.
Yeah, it's not what I was expecting, but it is something
Yeah.
that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see people post things about it.
Can't wait to watch them ride that bike.
But that's not the only promotional content that's been coming out for Monster Hunter
Okay,
Wilds,
okay.
actually. There
Alright.
is also a Digimon collab where
What? Monster Hunter?
What's that?
With Monster Hunter?
Yeah. So I guess it's like
And a hot Agumon?
kind of. So what it's gonna be is, I guess that there's like what I can piece together. I sent it to you right now so you can take a look. What I
Okay.
can piece together, it's a like Tamagotchi-esque like Digimon caretaking game, you know? Where there's like 3
Mhm.
buttons on the machine, and like you just kind of take care of your little Digimon, right?
Cute.
So basically there's like little pixel renditions of Monster Hunter monsters in this
Aw.
form, and it's very, very cute, right?
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, I haven't seen any of this. Oh, that's so cute. Wow.
the trailer that I saw, it's all in Japanese, so I can't read any of
Yeah,
it. So it's just
yep.
kind of what I'm inferring from it, right? But that is something that is exciting. But at the very end of it, they show like a cross collab. It's not by the name of it, it's gonna have a special name, right? But at the
Mhm.
very, very end of this trailer, um basically it shows Rathalos and Greymon fused together, basically. So it's like
Oh, wow.
a Rathalos that looks like Greymon,
Yeah! Oh my gosh, that's
and
actually rad as hell.
and also a Zenogre mixed with Garurumon as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, I just saw that too. Oh, that's
So
sick. I love it.
yeah, I would kill to have that like as a huntable monster in Wilds, you know, to just have that as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
crossover in there.
I'm really curious now if it's going to be.
Oh
Oh,
man,
that's so fun.
speaking of crossovers, it was very funny because there was a interview with Yoshi P, right? The
Yes.
creative director of Final Fantasy 14
Yeah,
and 16. And
yeah,
he was talking about how, if you guys have played Monster Hunter World, you know that there's a Final Fantasy 14 crossover with that in both
yeah.
games. and
Yep.
there is Behemoth in World, and the fight was intense. The fight was wild, dude. It's
I've heard about it
definitely
and never saw it.
it's one of my favorites. It's done so well, right? And like
Mm-hmm.
they also have like this bird that holds a rock and like attacks with it, right? It like just carries it around, right?
Yeah.
Um there was a quest where it got really, really big and held a giant crystal from Final Fantasy 14 as well too. So
Fun.
it
Oh,
was
I
very
love
cute.
that.
And in
I love
14,
crossovers.
they ended up getting like a mount and a special fight for like you have to fight the
Mhm.
Rathalos, and they
Yeah,
try to theme it
yeah.
around like as if you were hunting the monster. It was very cute, right?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that too.
And Yoshi P was talking about how like with Worlds coming out, they're gonna have to do another collab. He really wants to do one, and he's like, we're gonna have to
Yay.
bust out Bahamut or something, you know?
Yep, yep, yep.
And it's just that would be the best thing ever.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting too. Wow, a lot of stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, yeah. That's also not even it though. I saved the best
Mhm.
for last.
Okay.
There was a new purchasable figure that's coming out.
Mhm.
And it is coming out shoot, I don't know when it is going to be coming out, but it's going to be a collaboration between Monster Hunter and Transformers.
What?
It's going to be Monster Hunter and Transformers.
Oh, that sounds so fun too. Wow. That's
Yeah.
so silly.
So it's going to be like this robotic looking Rathalos that comes
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Oh, that's exactly what I was hoping for.
It's a robotic looking Rathalos that transforms into Optimus Prime. Oh
That's tight as
man,
hell.
it's so good. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't collect
My
Transformers or
gosh.
anything, but I may
No,
pick
no,
up
but
this one just because it's very, very funny.
that's so cool.
Yeah. Did you
I
ever
love
collect
it.
anything like special as maybe now or when you were a kid?
I collected Pokemon cards.
Oh, me too,
That was
dude.
that
Me
was the
too.
biggest thing. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I didn't really collect like much figures or anything.
You
I
don't have
remember I
any.
was like a wee tot. I had a bunch of Power Ranger figures.
Right, right. But I think kind of everybody grew up with that as well, right?
I
Like,
think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't collect any anime
Wait,
waifus
wait.
nowadays? Hmm?
They're
Hmm?
so expensive.
That's
But the other thing
true.
I collected religiously was Beanie Babies.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Were you
me
the
and my
kind of
mother.
were you the kind of person that's like, don't take off
Mhm.
the tag, it'll diminish
Yes.
their
Yep,
value.
yep. Beyond that, I was like, "Don't even take off that little plastic
Hmm.
case on the tag." I don't want the tag getting bent.
That's amazing. Did you have a favorite Beanie Baby?
Ooh, ooh, I have a couple.
Oh,
I wanna say
really?
my number 1 is Cheddar the mouse. It's a
Aw,
little, like, plush white mouse that has a little piece of cheese in its hands.
that's so cute.
I would sleep with that one every night. Like, that was one of the ones where I'm like, "Sorry, tag, you have to go off. You're my little buddy."
That's really cute. I didn't really have a whole lot of Beanie Babies. I did have
Yeah.
a few, but I think I don't know. I remember as a kid, I really liked this frog. It was like a green frog, and I don't remember what its
Aw.
name was. But man,
I don't remember either. I also had the bat. I think its just name was Batty. I
I don't
had a
know.
tie-dye version of it,
That's
yeah.
cute.
Yeah, that one I would take to school with me every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other one I would sleep with. Different
Oh,
Beanie Babies for different jobs.
right, right, right. Of course. Oh my God. Speaking of frogs, um,
Frogs.
yes. Do you know that game Deadlock by any chance? It is Steam's new
Oh.
third-person shooter. I think it's third person,
Mhm.
or is it first person? It's a shooter game that comes out.
Alright.
It's sort of like Dota or League of Legends where you got to
Oh,
push your
okay,
minions through
okay.
towers kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
shooter as well. And basically something that came out recently was the anti-cheat system that they just implemented in the game.
Mhm.
If you're caught cheating, the players that are not cheating can vote to either end the game immediately and ban you right on the spot,
Okay.
or they can vote to turn you into a frog, make you play out the entire game, and then ban you afterwards.
Games should have that feature.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm. I was
I want to do that in real life.
turn into a frog.
I want to do that to other people.
Oh,
You're being a
gotcha.
little nasty right now. I think we should vote to turn you into a frog.
Honestly. God, that was your superpower. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that should be. Next time someone asks me what my superpower would be.
Yeah. But like I saw a video of it and I was like, this looks silly as heck, dude.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I don't want to get banned just so I can get turned into a frog, you know? But I kind of want to turn into a frog.
Right? And then just make that like an optional thing. Like I would like to be a frog, but also not cheat.
Oh man. It's so cute though. I do like it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I didn't see or heard anything about that. I love that.
Oh, speaking of developers and things as well.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying speaking of because it just keeps coming to my mind left and right, dude.
Segues.
Segues and
Okay.
segues.
Yep.
Behavior. The developers of Dead by
Yes.
Daylight, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Recently
Yep. Familiar.
acquired Red Hook Studios, the developers of Darkest Dungeon.
Oh.
Yeah. From what I've told, well, from what I've been told, it's not like they're not gonna have a hand in Darkest Dungeon.
Okay.
But they're just gonna kind of like they're gonna be under the umbrella of Behavior.
Ooh.
So, as much as
That could be cool.
as much as I like Dead by Daylight, like it's a fun enough game.
Yeah.
I definitely don't
Yeah.
play it unless I'm playing with friends mostly, right? But like
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. I do play it.
Yep.
They're notoriously apparently not very good at balancing things.
Yeah.
So like
that's one of the things I know about Dead by Daylight.
yeah, so it makes me a little bit worried in a game like Darkest Dungeon where you have to have meticulous planning kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Like even
Hopefully,
if they
hopefully that will have an effect on that.
yeah.
Oof, I know that's people's like #1 complaint with Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. So hopefully, even though they say that they don't have a they won't have a hand in it. I hope that's true. You know? But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully they like work together and make something neat eventually.
Right. Jen, I just forgot to mention, this is a world first sneak peek right now to your model, right?
It is. I haven't even like posted this on social media or anything. This is fresh.
Everybody who's here,
exclusive content.
Yeah, this
model's not even done yet.
I was asking right before we started, I was like, are you going to use a model or should we get a PNG? Because like, I knew that this was in the works. I didn't know how far along, but so far it's looking fantastic.
Thank you. As I'm like recording this, I'm looking at the model. I'm like, I could fix this part a little bit here and there.
Definitely.
It's kind of a test run.
Yeah, definitely not a bad thing to get a little test run going. But
yeah,
I like it a lot.
I've been meaning to give it a test run.
You look amazing. This art is so good too.
Thank you. I've been kind of trying to refine a new style for VTube models, and I'm pretty happy with how this looks so far.
I'm glad. Gets me excited for my model whenever you get around to that. Whenever we get to finishing that, that'd be so cool.
Yep.
You guys are gonna. We were talking before we went live, right? And some of the things that are going to be implemented are going to be unbelievably so cool. I'm so stoked for it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna. My model design obviously is pretty simple, but since yours has a lot of details to it, there's going to be a lot of fun things I'm going to play with.
Exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And this was all funded, by the way, by the lovely viewers on Twitch as well.
It was,
so thank you all of you guys who contributed. It really did mean the world to me.
It's what's making this process possible.
Yeah. That's exciting. Oh, do you know what? I have a little bit of gamer news that that may sadden a lot of people. Actually. Yeah, we have a little bit of sad gamer news today.
Okay.
The content creator on YouTube, known as Skyrim Grandma, is retiring.
Yeah, I did hear that news.
She's putting up the Dragonborn helmet.
Yeah.
She said that
Yeah.
it was unfortunately like it started to feel like an obligation to her, and
She's been
she
going a long time at that.
yeah, she has like nearly Grandma
I
Shirley,
know.
yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Her response as to like if she was going to make more content or anything, she said she may come back and do some other things later, but she's kind of
Nice,
done with
nice.
Skyrim now.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to have the obligation to make content, I
hmm
bet.
I mean, like if you like, she made like nearly 200 videos or something like that, right? So
Sounds
like,
right. That sounds right. Yeah.
I would not blame her for wanting a little bit of a change.
Absolutely.
Apparently,
Yeah.
from what I also read is that like Bethesda is gonna make her an NPC in the next Elder Scrolls game. She's gonna be around there.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's
And
wonderful.
I think that there's a mod currently in Skyrim to get her as a followable companion as well.
Oh,
So,
I love that.
so she's not going away forever. You can still
That's
experience her.
yeah.
And in
You're
her
like
words,
cementing herself in the
yeah,
game. I love
yeah.
it.
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said like if anybody misses my Skyrim content, all the videos are on YouTube and you can go watch
Yeah,
them
I can
there.
watch mine. Yep. A lot of content to watch by now.
Yeah, for sure. But what a legend, dude. What a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of legends, did you hear that Iron Mouse like lost her VOD channel and
I
then
did hear
yeah,
about that.
it
I heard
was
it was something like people were trying to like dox her or find her information or something via like YouTube copyrights.
oh, maybe that's what it was. I'm not entirely
I
sure if that was
That's just what I heard.
mhm.
Because I don't know how that works.
I don't know either. I've never really looked into
Yeah.
the YouTube copyright system.
Yeah, I
As
haven't either.
we're only
So I
just
don't know
now
if it's like you copyright strike someone and it like I don't think it gives you their
I don't think
personal
so.
information.
I don't think
Yeah,
so
so I was
either.
really confused hearing like that as rumors.
Mhm. But what is confirmed though is that she did get her channels back, thankfully.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
like
Yeah.
everything seems to be okay now. And after getting her channels back, she actually went on to be she reached 200,000 subs on Twitch just
Oh,
recently. So
wow.
she is currently the most subscribed channel on Twitch as of right now of
Really?
recording. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's not the most
Yeah.
in history, but
Yeah.
she is the
Yeah.
most at the
At the
moment.
moment.
Mm-hmm. And
Wow. Good for her.
yeah, amazing. And
Yeah.
she's announced that she's going to be donating half of that money to the Immunodeficiency Foundation or the IDF community, which
Oh, that's
is
wonderful.
which is a
Love.
great a charity that like she gives to,
Yeah.
and like Sea Dog VA holds like
Yeah.
auctions for and things like that. Because
Aw.
yeah, if you guys have only ever heard about Iron Mouse and if you don't know who she is, she's a very popular VTuber. Um, she's a mouse. She's Satan. She's very that's her lore, not literally.
Yeah.
I'm not calling her a
I
bad
know.
person. I need to I need to throw that out there. I'm not calling unless, I was like, I don't want to
Literally
beef with
Satan
her.
on Twitch.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to beef with Iron Mouse, but I was like, well, maybe I do. That's how we get numbers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way, dude. If I start beef with Iron Mouse, I'm done. I'm dead. Like
Yeah.
the community, it will just ostracize me completely.
Yeah. It would not be in your favor.
No, that's like punching up to like the 10th degree, dude.
Yeah. Not
But
go well.
that's a heck of a lot of respect for her to like get all of this and then donate half of it to charity for a good fund.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And
Love
it's a
to see
fund
that.
that is near and dear to her heart because she has a lot of health conditions, a lot of
Yeah.
immunodeficiency conditions.
Yeah. I actually only learned about that recently.
So
That's
why,
wonderful.
yeah. And that's why there's a lot of charities going around whenever you hear Iron Mouse or Sea Dog because they're good friends and things like that. And that's why
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's their charity of
Yeah.
choice because it's
I do hear
something
all
that
those
hits home
together.
for them.
Aw.
Yeah. So.
That's wonderful.
Speaking of Twitch as well, did you hear that they're removing the Bible thump emote? If you guys
I
don't...
did not.
If you guys don't know
So
what this is the Bible thump emote. You can see it in chat on Twitch right here. But it's like
yeah, yeah.
it's based off the game Binding of Isaac. It's a classic
Yeah,
one. It's been here for years,
it
right?
is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I know.
it's
I'm surprised they don't just like rename it.
it's I guess because it's like the character itself, right? Like, but here's the thing: is that the creator, like the rights holder for Binding of Isaac, said that
Yeah.
he is totally fine with redoing the license if they wanted to. So
Oh.
he's saying that it's on Twitch's end that they don't want to. You know?
Okay. Interesting.
So,
Interesting. Yeah.
They made a tweet
Not that
about
they're
it.
suddenly taking the copyrights away.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was basically like the copyright, like the license ran out, and they just decided they didn't want to redo it anymore. So probably like a money thing.
Oh, it's so iconic though.
It's so iconic.
Like when I think of Twitch emotes, that's one of the ones.
Now it looks like the only iconic one I think I'm gonna be using now is like the lull emote. If you guys know what that is, it's like this one right here. It's
Yep.
the face of
Another
Total
classic.
Biscuit, if you guys know who that is.
Oh, Total
And
Biscuit.
just having a good laugh, you know?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's another iconic one for sure.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, Twitch has been around for a long time, and there's been a lot of emotes that have just been available, you know? And so like, it's a little sad to see a lot of them go, because what was the other one that, well, I wasn't too sad about PogChamp leaving. I never used it. I was like, a lot of the old ones are going away though, and that's like, that's what makes it sad, you know, is that things are changing, you know?
It is.
Change happens all around you.
Oh, I was trying to remember. This is my personal favorite one because this was made by my good pal Steve Chops.
Oh, really?
The give and take, please.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. You know, I actually.
So that's personally, in my biased opinion, my favorites.
Well, that could be my favorite now too. We love Steve Chops in this house.
We do.
We are actually gonna have Steve Chops on the show sometime later as well. We've
so
already
exciting.
reached out.
I love Steve.
Yeah. You guys can look forward to that. Oh.
Yes.
Just looking over at my notes, I totally forgot about this. Do you know, speaking of classics and things like that too, I gotta stop saying speaking of.
All good.
Do you know that game Killer Clowns from Outer Space by any chance?
Don't think so.
It's based
Sounds
off of,
horrific.
It's based off of the old film, right? And it generally plays a little bit similar to Dead by Daylight. To give you a little bit of a touchstone, it's
okay, this does sound maybe a little bit familiar.
It's asymmetric. It's like a handful of survivors versus like 3 clowns and things like that, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I have heard of this one.
Well, a new survivor has just dropped in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Is it Nick Cage?
It's not Nick Cage, unfortunately, but it is Elvira.
Ooh. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was like, I just did not expect it at all.
Yeah,
but
that is also really random.
But I'm here
not
for it.
Not as random as Nick Cage, though. Yeah.
No, but like, but I am a fan of it.
That's fun. I didn't know. Is that game still like updating and?
Yeah, I mean, it must be. This just came out recently. Like,
okay.
I just saw the news maybe a day or two ago ish. So I actually haven't played it, but I wouldn't be against it. So
yeah, I've heard about it from my friends who play Dead by Daylight. They haven't played it, but they've been like, looks like it could be fun, but maybe not. Yeah.
Killer Clowns, if you're out there, you know, let me know.
You wanna send a little sponsor stream?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh gosh, clowns. This Friday on October 4th.
Okay.
New Joker movie.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it the one with Harley?
Yes, with Lady Gaga as Harley.
I love that it's Lady Gaga.
Joker Folie à Deux releases on Friday, October 4th. Did you watch the first one?
I didn't. One of my
Oh,
partners did, and they really liked it. So
really?
I should probably give that one a watch.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it either. It was always kind of
I,
like that movie
yeah.
that was in the peripheral, but I never really had like a
Yeah. Yeah.
strong, strong urge to watch it. But maybe now I will now that the second one's coming out.
Mm-hmm. Like I heard that it was good as like a what's the word I'm looking for? Psychological kind of.
Hmm.
Not really like
Interesting.
thriller,
Right.
but something close to that. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Has
Mhm.
anybody in
Mhm.
chat watched the Joker movie? I am curious. I am curious.
I
It's
know
like
everyone that I know of on it have either like really liked it or disliked it.
there's no in between. Oh
Yeah,
man, that's
yeah.
scary.
I've heard pretty strong opinions either way because I heard like if you go in expecting like superhero movie, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not Batman.
Right. Now, here's the real question though. Would you rather fight a killer clown from outer space or the Joker?
uh, like just the title of Killer Clown makes me more scared.
I guess so, yeah. You know, you
So
got
I would pick the Joker just based off that because
that's
I would have like I would have a fear already just by the
right.
title alone.
Right, right. Better the
My
evil you
brain would
know
be
than the
working
evil you
against
don't.
yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
That's
Gosh, I thought
fair.
you were gonna ask the question of like, do you want to fight like one large killer clown or like 700 tiny killer clowns?
That's a good question though. I think honestly the 700 little ones maybe. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know actually. Now that I'm thinking
I
about it,
think
they'll
I'd
just
get
go for your ankles,
overwhelmed.
dude.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was imagining. Like crawl over you like ants. At least one, I know where it's coming from.
That's true. That's true. You can Shadow of the Colossus that clown.
Yeah, yeah. Both those games.
Oh man, but you'd grab onto a handkerchief in his pocket and it just would never stop. It just keep going, dude. You never reach the top.
It's so silly.
Oh, good stuff.
It is. All
Wait, hold on.
right.
No, never mind. I forgot.
Okay.
It's gone. It's gone.
All right. It might come back. Might not.
We'll see. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see. Were you an avid manga reader when you were growing up?
Oh yes.
Do you have any
Yeah.
favorites?
When I was growing up.
Yeah, or now.
Ooh. Okay, see, my tastes have drastically changed since then and now. So back in the day, back in my youth, all
Mhm.
about Fruits Basket.
Oh, true.
Fruits Basket. I was like, this is as deep as literature gets, and it is not. I was 12.
A lot of my friends were obsessed with Fruits Basket.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
A
get it.
lot
I
of
get
mine.
it.
Yeah. I also loved anything Clamp. I still love everything Clamp, but from a very different point of view.
Clamp? What is Clamp?
Yeah. So you know like Cardcaptor Sakura?
Ah, gotcha. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Everything they made. So like I loved Cardcaptor Sakura. I loved Magic Knight Raider and the Tsubasa Chronicles.
Hmm.
But in retrospect, the writing is not but it has a special place in my heart though, since I grew up with it.
Right. You know,
Um
thinking about like those old stuff, old anime and old manga
yeah,
and all that stuff,
yeah.
right? Something that's like coming out very soon as well on October 5th, Ranma One
Hmm.
Half.
Yeah, the remake of it. It
Mm-hmm.
actually looks really good from the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be
That was the one
exciting.
I read a bit of it. I never read a bunch of it growing up because
Mm-hmm.
like I remember when I first saw it, I was like 12 and there was like uncensored nipples in it. I was like, oh, I'm too young for this.
Oh, the scandal.
Right?
Oh heavens.
I know.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Well,
These days though, I haven't actually read a bunch of manga lately. The last one that I binge read was To Your Eternity. Do you know that one? I think you
Yeah,
watched
I
some of the anime with
do.
us.
I
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's been a
yeah. I was
while
keeping up
though.
to date on the manga. The manga's so good. It's made by the creator of A Silent Voice, and their writing is just really nice. Their art's lovely.
Oh
It's just a good
wow.
read.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also a couple years ago, like binge read the entirety of Shaman King.
Oh, oh, that's out of left field. It's a
That
name
was
I haven't
another one
heard
that
in
I grew up with,
years.
right? Right? Like I just like woke up one day and I was just like, I never finished Shaman King.
Oh, that's
Another
so
one that I would
funny.
read when I was like 12.
Right. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was like 400 chapters. And I just binge read it in like a weekend.
How was it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did it end on a satisfying note?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at
Great.
Yep. But you know, 12-year-old me was satisfied.
Right, right.
And that's all I was looking for.
Well, that's good.
Mm.
That's very funny then. I guess we can talk about upcoming releases in anime. There's
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like dipping into the anime scene, so I'm not quite like I don't know what's
Yep.
I don't know what's good. I don't know what to expect that's going to be coming out that's good, right? So I just kind of grabbed a few that I'm like, "Oh, I recognize this," kind of thing,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Lay 'em on me.
So, tonight actually,
Mhm.
uh Uzumaki Spiral
Oh, is
into
that
Horror.
tonight?
Yes, the famous
Oh,
manga
I was
series by
so excited.
Junji Ito, right?
Oh.
So you guys, if you've read manga before, you've probably seen somebody read Uzumaki, where it's like all about those
Mhm.
spirals, right?
Yeah.
This is an anime funded by Adult Swim.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't they do the previous Junji Ito anime?
Did they? I don't know,
Sure.
actually.
I think they did, but I'm not certain.
Hmm. Well, this is
But I've been really
definitely
excited for this one. I
yeah.
love
This
Junji Ito.
this is the one that I'm really really excited for. If you guys have ever seen
Mhm.
like that meme where it's like this hole is made for me, that's a Junji
Yeah,
Ito, right?
that's Junji Ito.
So like that sort of vibe there. I saw a trailer for this for
Yeah,
Uzumaki. Looks
yeah.
fantastic. Looks
It looks
absolutely
so good.
amazing. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be streaming or it streamed last night. I'm not entirely sure the
Ooh,
like the timetable for
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But tonight at 9 p.m. or yesterday at 9 p.m. And if it was yesterday, then you can watch it right now, I believe, on HBO Max.
Ooh. Oh, I don't have that
Yeah,
one.
it's streaming on Max right now, I believe.
I'll have to find someone who does. I do really want to watch it. Yeah,
So
I
that's
love Junji Ito.
something I'm really looking forward to. Oh, I heard that.
Oh no. I'm so happy you did.
I saw you look away and I was
That
like,
was
I
my
know.
children. That was my children. It's a little bit past their dinner
man.
time.
Oh, I see.
They get rowdy.
You have 2 dogs and a cat, right?
Yes. Oh, the cat's the roommates.
Ah, right. I've seen the pictures of them staring from across the hall.
Yeah, the cat and me haven't really bonded properly yet. We kind of just exist next to each other,
Right,
peacefully.
Right. Well, I mean, that's, at least they're not being a menace,
Yeah, yeah. They were a menace for a little bit, but we worked through that. We had some conflict resolution happening.
You told me a little while ago that one of your dogs is he's very prey coded.
Yes.
And so he was very afraid of the cat, right?
Yeah. And then the cat was first afraid of him, but then when realized that my dog is more prey coded, they wanted to hunt them instead. That's where the conflict resolution had to come in, and they're more peaceful now.
That's good. That's good. You were just telling me the other day that like you saw the cat petting that dog now.
Oh yeah.
So.
That's kind of what their relationship is now. Instead of like hunting, the cat just like kind of curiously will pet the dog. And that's okay. The dog looks at them kind of concerned, but goes back to sleep, and
that's good.
all is well. Yeah.
I'm glad that things seem to be going well.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it's not exactly cats and dogs, but ReZero starting life in another world. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I watched. I want to say it was like the first season of it.
Yeah, I've only seen the first season as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The newest season, I believe, is coming out on October 2nd.
I didn't actually know that it was still
I
ongoing.
didn't either until I looked it up yesterday.
Yeah. That's what I've been meaning to get back to because a lot of people, I know a lot of people really like it.
Yeah, that's such a popular one. If you guys know,
Yeah.
like, the blue-haired maid Rem, that's
Yep.
like
Yep.
the
I feel like more people know her than
than
she's
the
from.
actual anime. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel the same.
Yep.
So if that's something that you wanted to get into, if you are into isekais, I think it's an isekai.
It's an isekai. I
Okay,
think
I also wanted.
that's like one of the isekais,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't want to say that with confidence because I was like, it's been so long since I've seen it, you know?
Yeah. I
So,
remember that part vividly because I remember the first episode, like I think he gets hit by the truck and he's wearing a tracksuit and has like a little
right.
shopping bag.
Wait, is that ReZero? Is he wearing a tracksuit? Or was that the other one?
I think there's multiple isekais where they're
Maybe.
wearing
You don't
tracksuits.
you described that and you just described like 5 different
Like
animes
5
all at
others,
once.
yeah.
Yeah. What's that one? You've been watching it recently with one of your partners. I remember you mentioned it.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like the one with Aqua and Megumin.
Oh, yeah. That one does start the same. Konosuba.
Konosuba, that's it.
Very,
Yeah.
very different vibe.
Yeah.
It kind of starts the same as ReZero, though.
Yeah. So when you're describing it, I was like, "Are you sure you're not talking about that one?"
No, it's
But
just, yeah, he also, well, so in Konosuba, he gets isekai'd while holding a waifu figure, which I think is also in a
ah,
shopping bag, so.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Sucks, dude. You gotta watch out for
No.
him. Another one of those anime that came out around like that time.
Yeah.
Um, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is a much different vibe from both of those, actually.
Yep,
This is
it
one I
is,
actually
it is.
enjoy. Despite
Hmm.
the name, it's not about, picking up girls in a dungeon. I mean,
Yeah,
like, he has
that's
a
what I heard.
crush.
I've never watched it, but I heard, like, people who watched it are like, "Okay, don't be lost by the name."
Yeah, it's there's that general, like, the protagonist has a bunch of women that want to, like, smooch up on
Mhm.
him, right? But,
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
he's so focused on doing a good job that he's like it's not really like a thing. He's
Yeah,
like he's got a
yeah.
crush in the first season, but then it kind of just like turns into like professional respect kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So like
That's what other people told me too.
I think it's pretty good. I like it a lot. It's about like
Hmm.
a little like I don't know, like a guy that's like there's like a tower that has floors to a dungeon, right?
Mhm,
And more or less gods have descended onto the earth and you have to join a house to go explore the dungeon for that god kind of thing.
Okay, like a
And
guild system?
yeah, a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I enjoy it. And the new season's coming out on October 4th.
Oh, nice. How many seasons are out of that now?
I don't know. Let's find out. Hold on.
Hmm.
Because I'm not
I
entirely
think
sure. I don't
I think
really
that one's been out for a good
it's
while
been a
now.
while, yeah.
Mhm.
Released in published 19 volumes since 2013, so it's you
Oh,
know
wow. Yeah.
I don't know how long the anime has been out, but
Yeah.
the manga has been there for a little while.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see.
That sounds right.
2016 is when the anime came out.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right too.
So it's still been a while, but
Mhm.
I have no idea how many seasons it was. I think this is going to be the 5th season, from what I can tell.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. I enjoy it. That's one that I do actually enjoy.
Nice.
Another one that I enjoyed that I actually only just watched recently,
Mhm.
coming out as well, Blue Lock, which is.
Blue lock.
Are you familiar?
I will devour you.
Oh man, I literally just watched it maybe like a month or two ago, right? Because
Yeah.
I have something that I've learned about myself is that I apparently like sports anime, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
It's not something that I expected, but like I saw one and I was
Mhm.
like, this is actually kind of cool. And then I was like, all right, maybe
Was it
I'll.
was it Haikyuu that
It
you
was
watched first?
Haikyuu, yes, yeah, that
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
first one that I
yeah.
watched, basically.
Another good one.
Actually, do you know what? One of my favorite anime is a sports anime. It's called Megalobox.
Yeah, yeah, I've watched the first few episodes of that, and it was, like, crazy good.
Yeah,
I
it's one
didn't
of my
around to
favorite.
finishing it yet.
If you
Yeah,
guys have
it's
never
been
seen
long.
it, it's like a world in the future where boxing is
Mhm.
like enhanced by, do you know, like I don't know, like by giant mech arms, I guess is what I would describe
Yeah,
it as, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a boxer who just wants to go in and become the world champion by just being himself, no arms.
Yeah,
That's his whole
yeah.
gimmick.
No handicaps, like,
Mhm.
just a
Just a
man.
man versus machine, and it's so
Yeah,
good. It's so
yeah.
good. The second
I love that
season,
premise.
not as great. It,
Really? That's a
yeah.
shame.
Yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers for it, but it
Yeah.
was a little bit sad, and it was like it didn't keep the
Aw.
spirit of the show, you know?
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but I did really enjoy the first season. If you just watch the first season and cut it off there, then perfect series, honestly.
Hell yeah. Noted.
But the new season of Blue Lock versus U20,
Thanks.
uh,
Yeah.
coming out
Did
starting
you
on.
did you know that there was a movie? There was a Blue
There
Lock movie that came
was. I
out.
didn't know
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, there
watch that.
was. I really wanted to see it in theater, but I didn't have the money.
Oh, bummer. Well, maybe that's something that we can watch a little bit later. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to
I've
because
never seen it.
I've watched all of what comes before the movie.
Hmm.
I love how just intense it is.
Yeah, it's so good. So if you guys don't know what Blue Lock is, it's basically it's an intense sports.
Mhm.
It's an intense sports anime about soccer or
Mhm.
football in Japan,
Football. Yep.
where basically it like everybody gets locked in a facility where they're all strikers. So like they're the forwards
Mhm.
basically. There's no goalies, there's no defense, nothing. They're all
Yeah,
just like
regardless their preferred position,
mhm.
everyone's a striker.
Everyone is a striker. So like they
Mhm.
try to build a team of only strikers for Japan
Mhm.
to try
Mhm.
to like become a powerhouse in the World Series, the World
Yeah.
Cup, right? And I won't spoil anything for you, but it's great. I like it. It's good. If you like sports anime, that's definitely one to pick up.
It
And the
is.
new season starts on October 5th.
I'm so excited for that. One of my
Hmm.
partners like said it's like the Danganronpa of sports anime.
Kind of, yeah. Like legitimately somebody gets eliminated. Like I forgot
Yeah,
to mention that's like a big
it's
plot point of it. It's like,
yeah, it's not that they get killed, but it feels like
yeah.
it.
That's much better. See, what I was going to say was like it's like the
Yeah.
Squid Game of
Oh, I
of
mean, that works
anime,
too. That
but
works
like they
too,
don't
yeah.
die. So I was like, it's not the same. But
Yeah.
Danganronpa I think might be, well, no, I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe. I don't know. Something
I
the
think both
general
work.
vibe. You guys get it. You
Yeah,
guys get it.
yeah, it's an elimination game.
Mhm. Mhm.
Which is it gets so intense.
Mhm.
I love it.
Did you ever watch Sword Art Online?
I watched the first few episodes,
Oh, okay. So you didn't get
and
to
no,
to all the weird
sadly, it
stuff.
wasn't really yeah, like, I know things about later, but
Right.
I had watched it after, like when I was young, I was a huge fan of, like, the Dot Hack series.
Oh, dude, me
So
too.
yeah, yeah, so I had, like, an expectation, like, a biased expectation.
Right.
But when I watched Sword Art Online, I was kinda disappointed because I
Fair.
had this expectation of
I
it to
mean,
be, like, really similar to Dot Hack.
honestly, nothing can compare to Dot Hack. Let's be real.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
you're
so
so
good.
right.
I've been craving like playing the old
Yeah.
games again, right? I
I
have.
never got to play the games. I always
Really?
wanted to. Yeah, because they were, like back in the day, they were so hard to find English copies of.
Yeah.
They were so
Oh man.
expensive.
And now if you try to get them, it's just ridiculous. I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
have
Yeah.
the first 3. I don't have the last
Yeah.
one. I don't
Oh,
have
that's a
the last
shame.
one, and I would
Yeah. You gotta
kill for
complete
a
that
good
collection.
copy of that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you guys ever played it, so if you guys don't know what series we're talking about Dot Hack Infection is the first game.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think it's Mutation after that, or maybe
Sounds right.
not. Something
Sounds
else.
right.
Hold on. Something else after that, and then the last one is Quarantine.
And it's a very similar premise where like. Actually, I only remember like the enemy's plot. Is it similar in the games where like they're trapped in the game?
Yes, there's one character. One character is trapped in the game if you're playing it through that.
Yep.
Are they in the games? Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Gosh, it's been so long. I know. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that there is one character trapped in the game, basically, right? But like at the same time, when you got the game, when you went to your local what was it called? EB Games back then.
Yes. Yep.
When you went to your local EB Games, there was, you would buy the game itself, and it would also come with an OVA movie as well.
Yeah, I never got to watch those either. That's part of why I want the games. I'm like, I want those OVAs.
Yeah. So you would play the game, and at the same time, there would be like different chapters of the movie as well that you would watch. Like, so you would play the game and get to a certain point, and then you would watch a little bit of the movie, and you get like this simultaneous story of like what's going on in your game as well as what's going on in the real world as well, you know. And you were supposed to do that in tandem.
Such a fun concept.
Yeah, it was so cool. And it's it's just, I don't know, I one of my favorite series for sure.
Yeah, I'm so glad. So many people, when I mention .hack to you, they have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Especially since it's so old at this point.
Honestly. The games, by the way, just to get the names out there, it's Infection, .hack Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and then Quarantine. So I was forgetting about Outbreak.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's such a good game.
Always wanted to play that. I'd love to watch you play those sometime if you ever want to replay them.
Oh, that'd be so good. Definitely. But like Sword Art Online definitely does not compare.
So again, Sword Art Online was ruined for me because of my love for .hack.
At the same time of these games, there was also an anime, .hack Sign, that was airing on.
Yeah. .hack Sign was my personal favorite one.
And it also takes place simultaneously as everything that's going on in the game. Like they make references of like things that are being like happening in the game as well.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure because I never got to play the games or watch the OVAs.
Yeah, and do you know what? There's a great character in the show.
Yeah.
Her name is BT.
Yes.
You want to know why she's a great character? Her name is BT because her favorite food is a BLT, but she doesn't like lettuce. So she cut it out. And she's so based for that. Because you don't need lettuce. Just get some spinach in there and you're good.
I never thought how you'd relate to that. I'm just like, I don't know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Great character. Great. Real down to earth human. Good opinions.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that.
Oh, it's very good though. Oh gosh,
it is.
If I do end up playing those games, this feels targeted. Chat says, I'm just saying, it's this is why I wanted to start the podcast. This is my anti-spinach, anti-lettuce campaign. Get spinach instead.
I am a lettuce enjoyer, but I do prefer spinach more.
See?
I can get behind it.
I'm just saying. Well, Sword Art Online, it had promise, right? And then it just started to get really weird and like.
That's what I heard, so I never picked it up again.
Yeah, I mean, you're not missing much, right?
All right.
Like it's okay if you're gonna put it on the side and just like, because it's so popular, you know what I mean? Like so many people.
Lots of people love it. Yeah. But I just couldn't get into it.
If you wanted to, like, if you're like me and you kind of watch things that are really, really popular because you want to know what the hype is about, and like you know, like just seeing what other people want to see kind of thing. I put it on the side while I was doing something else, and it was okay. It wasn't like, it's not going to be my favorite anime in the world, right?
Yeah. But it didn't make you want to throw up.
No. I really hated the ending of the first one, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's I don't know how it ends, but I heard a lot of people didn't like it.
yeah. So I don't know. It's been out for forever. If anybody cares about spoilers for
Yeah.
Sword Art Online, give me like a minute and come right back. But like, it's
Yeah, okay,
spoiler,
okay.
spoiler,
Cover
ahead,
your ears,
ahead.
cover your
The
ears.
very first ending of the season one,
Mm,
it's like they're supposed to try to climb 100 floors or whatever, like to go
yeah,
to release themselves from the game. At some
right,
point, they're
right,
just
right.
like, ah, fuck that premise. Just fight me now. And it's like,
What?
oh, great.
Okay.
And like this whole thing, it's all building up. So like
Yeah.
everybody's like trying to get together. They're trying to like go as a party to like become more powerful,
Mhm,
and like like the character's a loner and he starts meeting new people, and it's supposed to be like, oh, I'm gathering all these friends so that we can
mhm.
escape the game. And then by the end of it, it's like 1v1 me, bro, and then I'll let everybody go, you know. And it's,
Makes everything else, the whole build up pointless.
yeah, it was it was
No
such a letdown.
payoff.
It was such a
That's such a
letdown.
shame. That's such a
Yeah.
shame.
So, not exactly my
Wow.
favorite. Not exactly
Yeah,
my favorite
no.
anime, but I do know a lot of people that do like it. And there is a new game coming out on the 4th as well,
Oh,
which,
okay.
as much as I was like, not my favorite anime, this game has got my
Mhm.
interest a little bit,
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah, because
What kind of game is it?
it's sort of like an action RPG, right?
Okay,
So like
okay.
I don't know, think like Dragon's Dogma kind of thing. Like
Mhm.
you're a little guy that's trying to beat a giant monster, right? But with
Okay,
you,
yeah.
the premise of this game is that there are monsters that are being brought into the world, like into the virtual world, basically, and you need a large raiding party to defeat them. And it's like getting games from, so like if you're a big fan of the series, you're probably gonna love this game because it's like the game is called Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream, where
Mhm.
basically they grab characters from every single one of the series, so like all of those beloved characters from different games, because the Sword Art Online anime spans across 4 different games, 3 games, and
That
a
sounds right.
virtual reality thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yep, I do know that.
it grabs characters from each of those and puts them all together, so it's like the, Smash Brothers of Sword
Oh,
Art Online,
okay, that's fun.
so you can, I
That's really
suppose.
hype for anyone who's into the
Yeah,
series.
yeah, it looks pretty cool. If
Yeah.
so, like you'll have like the titular character Shion from
Mm,
Gun
yep,
Gale Online talking to
yep.
Asuna from season 1 kind of thing, It's just like, and like,
Yeah,
you have a bunch of fantasy knights going around, and you have like this one girl that's a sniper and like all
yep,
tactical gear kind of
yep,
thing.
yep. Oh,
So they're
that's
like
fun. That sounds like a
mishmashing
great mashup.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's the way that it's supposed to play is that it's supposed to be like 20 people online match make together to fight one big monster, one big raid monster.
Mhm. Okay.
And that premise itself is something that's pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, yeah, that actually sounds great. Wow.
Hmm.
I'm surprised.
Really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Is that something you're gonna pick up and stream?
We'll see. We'll see if
Okay.
there's a want for it,
Yeah.
or if I have friends that are interested that may want to pick it up as well, I may pick it up
Yeah.
just to like,
Nice, nice, nice.
because I don't think it would be as fun for me if I don't have friends to play with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep,
Play it
yep, yep.
with,
That's
but
fair.
we'll see. We'll see.
Mm.
And speaking of co-op games, there's also Wizard of Legend 2, which is coming out on October 2nd. Oh no, 3rd, sorry, October 3rd. It is
What is
a
Wizard of Legend?
4-player co-op roguelike game. So like you're a
Oh,
bunch of different little wizards and you can get like
yeah.
different spell types, right? So like
Mhm,
lightning will hit really quickly, but it won't do as much damage. Like fire is
mhm.
kind of slow, but it does a ton of damage.
Mm,
Water is like a
um,
balance between attack and defense, and earth is like super defense kind of thing. It's like you get
mhm.
different elements of spells, and it's sort of like a Binding of Isaac kind of thing, or like a
Oh,
Cult of the
okay.
Lamb,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where you like
Okay.
go into a room and kind of like you fight creatures in there, and like you get level ups, and there's gonna be like items and equipables and things like that.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
I loved the first Wizard of Legend. I played the heck out of it when it was coming out, right? When it was released,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Is that like was it a recent one? The
Wizard of
first or was it
Legend?
an older
I don't
one?
think
Yeah.
so. I think it was like way before even streaming days for me.
Oh,
Um,
okay, 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 okay.
so like years. I
So it
mean,
doesn't
not that
sound
I've been
familiar
streaming for a
to me.
very long time, but like
Decent amount?
you know, not within the last 5 years at least, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Came out on May 15th, 2018. So
Okay.
like
Little,
8 years ago. No, sorry,
yeah.
just kidding. Not that long ago. 6 years ago. I know math. I can math.
What am I? What year is this?
But I would really like to play that game with friends as well. This is one that I would definitely pick up on my own just because it's so good. Wizard of Legend,
Nice.
love that game. There is a demo available right now on Steam as well, actually. If anybody wanted
Cool.
to pick that up.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
not
that's fun. Have you tried the demo yet, or
not
just?
yet. No, I think I will though. Maybe
Oh,
maybe on Monday. We'll
yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah. Okay.
Just to see what the game is like.
Yeah.
This is not, but I gotta let this be known. None of this is sponsored. I just think it's a good game and I want
It'd
to
be
promote
nice
it.
if it was.
It would be nice if it was. If you're out there, wizards.
Just saying.
Yeah, just saying. um, what other games? What other upcoming game releases do we have here? Ooh,
There's a
do you know?
lot coming out next month.
Yeah, next month. I'm trying to keep it by like week right now, so it's like things that are coming out like right
Yeah.
now. You know?
Yeah. So fair.
There's this game. I gotta send you this trailer. I gotta send you this trailer. It's like a first-person psychological body cam horror game
Ooh.
that I'm probably 100% gonna be picking this up. You know? It's called
Already sounds promising.
Zoocosis, and I don't know if you've seen the
Love
trailer
the
for it.
title. No, this doesn't sound familiar to me.
This game is basically you are a zookeeper and there is an infection that is spreading through the animals, right?
Okay.
Let me send this to you.
Ooh.
Body horror, you know,
Yeah,
head, just
I was
as you
kind of
know,
imagining,
just
yeah.
so you know.
Oh, yeah, already from the thumbnail.
Yeah. So like you come in, the trailer starts and like you're petting a little giraffe and like one of the giraffes starts throwing up and
Oh.
you know, you start looking at it and it's like, oh, this thing is
Yeah.
not okay. And then its
Yeah.
head splits in two and then it gets a million legs and crawls over a mountain.
I love it. I'm sold. That's so wild.
Here, if you guys want to watch the trailer, there it is as well.
Yeah.
It's sort
Yeah.
of like
Oh my gosh.
do you know what this reminds me of? Like the gameplay wise reminds me of
Yeah.
like what was that one game I think one of your partners was playing
Mm-hmm.
where like you were a security guard working at like a Sesame Street-esque location.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yes. What is the name of that?
Does anybody
I know
know?
the exact one. Yeah.
It's like
It was
it's
like a
like
Sesame Street horror game.
yeah, Sesame Street horror game is exactly what it was. But this feels like, from what I can tell in the trailer, this feels
Mhm.
like it's going to play in a similar sort of fashion.
Oh, I
I don't
love
know.
that.
I
I
don't know
loved
for
that
certain.
game.
You know, this is just kind of the vibes that I got while watching trailers
Yeah.
and things like
I
that.
watched the first few seconds. I got the same vibe.
So we'll see.
I'm definitely sold on that. That did remind me, another game one of my partners is playing that just came out is, I think it's called like The Beds We Made.
The Beds We Made.
Let me look up The Beds We Made. That's it. It's God, I'm loving it so far. It's a mystery.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Let me give a little
Yeah.
synopsis for like the Steam description is
Yeah.
This Bed We Made is a third-person mystery game in which you play as a maid in a 1950s hotel and snoop around strangers' rooms to uncover
Yes.
their deadly secrets.
Yep. We only just started it, but it's been really fun because you're trying to be like really sneaky as a maid, right? You're going
Right.
into these rooms being like, it's just room service.
Right.
And while doing room service, you're like, what's this note say?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Seems very
Yeah,
story-driven.
it is, yeah.
This
But
is
it has a lot of
definitely...
like choices you can make.
Yeah.
We're really liking so far because we're like playing it together, being like, should we clean this room so they know we were here, or should we leave it so they don't know we were here?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So even little things like changing the towels out and stuff can make an impact on where the story's going.
Wow, that's huge. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I'm very invested in it so far.
You know I love a
And
good
it's like,
story-based game like this.
I think you'd like this one. It's been really intriguing so far.
Okay. Very positive reviews on Steam right now.
Oh,
The
good.
game is called, once again, this bed we made is what it's
Yep,
called,
yep, yep, yep.
and it
Yeah,
looks great.
yeah,
I'm into it.
yeah. It's been fantastic.
In a similar vein of like these story-driven games like this, right?
Mhm.
Um, Until Dawn. Did you ever play that?
Ooh, no, that's one I've heard of.
It's
Let me refresh
a
my
it's a
memory.
horror game from the PS4 era, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and it is generally like it's like a bunch, it's like a classic teen slasher flick, you know? All the teens go
yeah.
up to a mountain cabin and they're there and something is trying to kill them,
Oh,
basically.
is this the new one that came out?
No, it hasn't. It's old, but it
Old one.
is getting a
Okay.
re-release on October 4th.
Okay, okay, I
Finally
think
coming
that's
to
what I was
Steam.
thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you guys like spooky story-driven games, this is definitely one to pick
Mhm.
up. I swear up and down by this game. Until Dawn is fantastic. It's got a lot of
Makes
like
sense.
A-list like actors in it as well, you know,
Mhm.
that did like
Yeah,
the
this is one that's been on my list I wanna see.
oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I highly recommend. Maybe
Mhm.
maybe this is something that we can maybe play together or something,
I
but we'll
love
see.
that. I love that,
It's
yeah.
like this is
Um,
as even though I've already played it, I would love to see like your decisions kind of thing, you know?
yeah, yeah, I love decision based, story games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, what's those ones that I've played a lot? Dark Pictures?
Yes, the
In
Dark Picture
college?
Anthology, yeah.
Yeah, I love those games.
Mm-hmm.
There's I think I think it's one by the same creators. I don't know if it's in the same, like, universe,
I
but there's
don't
a new one for that coming out.
is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
okay.
one so I think it's, like, a little separate, but it's made by the same developer, and it's the one inspired by Dead by Daylight. Do you know about that
Right,
one?
yes, the casting of
Yeah,
Frank Stone.
that one,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Yeah,
one
I've
has
been so
actually
excited for that.
it just released not too long ago.
Did it? It's
It
already
did.
out?
It's
Oh my
already
god.
out, but
I'm so excited for it.
I haven't played it. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically the same sort of story-based game like this as
Mhm.
well. And but it's set in the Dead by Daylight universe. There's a demo
Yeah,
out for it. I
yeah.
didn't check it out yet, but I probably want to pick that up for sure.
Yeah, the
Um,
only thing I've seen was the original, announcement trailer for it.
yeah, I've been
Uh,
completely unspoiled for any of it.
yep, 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 yep. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's the way to go into those. I like to go into them as blind as I can.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think it's very good though. It's a very fun game for sure.
Mhm.
The like the Dark Picture anthologies and Until Dawn.
Yeah, yep.
Hmm.
Very excited for those.
Oh man, did you hear? So like talking about picking up games, um
Mm.
a new law in California actually came out recently that forbids storefronts saying that they're going to like that you are buying a game from them basically, right?
Yep,
So like
yep, yep.
digital storefronts that say like you know, like PlayStation and Xbox stores, you're not going to be able to say like they have to change the terminology unless
Mhm.
they are clear that you are not buying the game to own it, you're buying
Yep,
the license to play it,
yep, yep.
basically. So,
And I honestly can get behind that.
yeah, it definitely because like if you've what was that one game that Concord, right?
Yep,
Like
yep, yep,
that
yep.
game lasted it had a shorter lifespan than a housefly. Like
Oh,
like legitimately houseflies live longer than that
yeah.
game service.
Wow, yeah.
So, um, you know, so sorry for the developers of that game for sure. But
Mhm.
like I don't know, man. It's a tough sell to be like, here, play our Overwatch game that you have to spend $40 on
Yeah,
when you
yep,
can just go play Overwatch instead, you know, or
yep,
Deadlock, or you know anything like in that sort of vein, that kind
yep.
of thing, right? A lot of people worked really hard in that game, and I think it was like a not a developer, but like a higher up, like big wig kind of decision
Mhm.
that
Yeah, that killed
probably,
it.
yeah,
That's a shame.
definitely a shame. So like, if you were to go
Yep.
out and you were gonna go buy a game and they shut down the servers,
Ugh.
then you don't
Yeah.
actually own the game.
Yeah.
You just own the license to play it while it's
Yep.
live.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So, um, it's a bit of a bummer, but you know, I like the way I like the changes that they're making.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of people always ask me like, why do I go out and buy physical copies for like Switch games and things like that? And I
Mhm.
was like, well,
Mhm.
recently, I mean, like, how good are those digital copies doing you now when the
Right?
3DS store shut down? You know?
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Whenever
like,
given a chance, I always buy physical copies
yeah,
because they're usually like the same price anyway.
yeah,
So
exactly.
might
So
as well.
it's definitely something that I prefer. Does
Mhm.
anybody have any strong opinions on that? I would like to know, like, what people do. Do they
Physical
buy
versus digital.
physical versus digital? Let me know in the comments because I'm so curious as to what the split is because most people apparently now it's like 46%, I think,
Mhm.
is something around there, like nearly 50% of people
Yeah.
buy digital. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I
so
know personally, most of the people I know prefer digital just because like the ease of access to it, but
right,
I still prefer the physical copies.
me too, me too.
Yeah.
Oh man, definitely, definitely interested in getting that.
Mhm.
In getting that out to, sorry, I started scrolling through my notes and look and words stopped working. Getting
That's okay.
that law in
Anyway.
place is what I meant to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all for that.
Because transparency is everything.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Because that's all that law changes, is just the transparency that the developers have to give.
Yeah. Jen, if we develop a game,
Yeah,
right? What kind of game would you want to
yeah.
develop?
Dating sim?
Oh, nice.
I feel like we could make a really fun and quirky dating sim together.
What would the premise be? Is it sort of like, okay, well, let's get the rules down first, right? Is it
Okay.
going to be a spicy dating sim or is it going to
Mm.
be a wholesome dating sim?
Ooh.
Hmm.
I feel like why not both?
I
Like
mean,
I'm thinking of that one monster dating sim that you played.
Monster Prom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh man, I would love, speaking of Monster Prom, I would
Mhm.
love to be like do some voice work for that. They got a new one coming up.
Right, right. I
Monster
could absolutely see
Con, I
you
think it's
voicing
gonna
in
be
it.
called.
MonsterCon? Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's they're going to a convention.
Oh no.
So Jesse
That's
Cox,
exciting.
you out there? I'm ready. Just hit me up. I'll bring you a box of
Yep,
donuts for the whole
yep,
team, you know?
yep.
But like I'm not above bribing the developers with
Oh yeah.
donuts, you know? So like
I support you in that.
thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
But that is, I guess that is a good balance between spicy and wholesome, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's
Okay.
quirky and fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
could absolutely see us making a game
Hmm.
like that.
Do you have a theme for it? What would we make the theme about? What would we be dating? You
Get
know?
Boys?
Cat boys? Just cat boys? There.
Actually, there's already a dating
Oh
sim like
yeah,
that.
there is already a dating that we're ripping somebody off out immediately.
Yeah, we'd have to come up with something fresh.
Yeah. Oh
Be
that.
like Capybara Boys.
Oh my God. Wait. That's a million
Yeah,
dollar
got an idea?
idea. That's a
Yeah,
$1 million idea.
something there. Write it down.
Yeah, yeah. Write that down. Write that down, chat. There's this game. This person made a post on Twitter about how
Mhm.
they needed voice actors for their upcoming dating
Ooh.
sim. And gosh, I
Oh.
wish I remember the name. I'm gonna
Mhm.
have to go find it. I'll put it in like
Mhm.
the video whenever it's up on
Yeah.
Monday. But she was talking about her new game that's coming out. It's gonna have like
Mhm.
an animated video to promote it, and she needed a few
Ooh.
lines from
Yeah.
for her Shark Boys.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna apply for it?
I don't know if it's still up. If I'll check afterwards if it's
Mm.
still available.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see.
Absolutely should. That
Yeah.
one. Have you heard of the dating sim that's also coming out that's like date anything or something? Date you?
Yeah. Oh my
Or any
gosh.
object you see on screen becomes a dateable
Like over
NPC.
100 things that you can date in that game.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's amazing. And
Airs, the doors.
I'm so into it. And apparently it's got a huge voice cast as well. So like,
Really? I was
yeah.
curious about that. I'm like, with that many dateable NPCs,
Yeah.
little voice.
It's got like some of my favorite voice
Mm,
actors in there. Like Robbie
really?
Damon, I think, is going to be in there. I think a couple of Critical
Aw,
Role characters might be in it.
really?
Maybe.
Oh, that's so
Don't quote
fun.
me
Is
on
that
that. I
out
need to make
already?
sure. No, it's not going to be out for a
Okay.
while though.
Okay.
The trailer came out for it, but it's not
Yeah.
ready for a bit. There's no, I don't think, hold on, let me see. Date everything dating. Oh, it is just called Date Everything.
Yeah,
Exclamation
yeah.
point. Let's see. Release date to be announced. I see. So it's got some time until it comes out then. But
Oh,
highly,
that's
highly looking
exciting.
forward to this.
I definitely want to watch you stream
Oh
that.
yeah, we're gonna smooch up on
Yep,
everything.
everything.
100% completion. Oh man. There's another dating sim that I really like a lot actually. It's called
Mhm.
Sucker for Love. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah, I do remember that.
There
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago. It must have been like back in February of this year, but a new
Yeah.
one came out.
Oh, really?
Yes, Sucker for Love, A Date to Die For. No, Date to
Aw.
Die For, and it's like just a sequel to it, I guess, right?
Okay,
And
okay.
I will probably be picking that up
I love to watch
for
you play that again. The first one was
yeah.
very
The
funny.
first one was great. Actually, do
It
you know it's
was.
funny because like the
Mhm,
voice actor for the main Cthulhu girl, right, that you
mhm,
date in that
mhm.
game, apparently
I
she came to
remember.
stream. And
Really?
I totally missed it. It went right over my head. I didn't
Oh,
understand what she was saying when she said it,
no.
but like, because I was in the moment, I was voice acting
Oh,
everything,
yeah, you were sucked in.
and she was here, and I just totally missed it. Unfortunately,
Aw,
what a bummer. But
that is
she did such a good job.
fun.
Lynetta
Mhm, mhm.
is, I think that was her name, like the little the tentacle Cthulhu
Yeah,
lady.
yeah. I
I
can't
think
remember. Sounds right.
something like that.
Yeah, all the characters in that were very fun.
Hmm. The game, I don't. While looking at the Sucker for Love,
Mhm.
apparently it's by the same developers that made My Friendly Neighborhood, which is the game that we couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's it, that's it.
So apparently
It's all
there's some
coming
crossover there.
together.
It's all coming together.
Interesting. Yeah, I love
That's
My
so
Friendly
funny.
Neighborhood.
Same publisher, the same
Yeah,
publisher,
okay,
Dread
okay.
XP,
Ah.
which, if I remember correctly, the Sucker for Love series, there's like a Dread X or something like that, where it's like a bunch of little game demos put into one
Hmm.
singular game, basically, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
there's like a little bit of a story kind of going on as you like
Yeah,
play the games and stuff like that. So it was a really cool concept of like
yeah.
a publisher getting all of their games into one, and it was supposed to be like just like short games that aren't complete yet or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's just like basically demo length. And
Oh, I
Sucker
like
for
that.
Love was one
Yeah.
of them, and
Ah.
I remember seeing it in that Dread X kind of thing,
Yeah.
and uh, very happy for them. Very happy for the developers to
Yeah. That's wonderful.
get that full game out because it was
Yep.
fantastic. If you guys have ever played
Yes,
Sucker
it
for
was.
Love,
It
if you want
was.
a fun visual novel
Mhm,
kind
mhm.
of thing, that's a great one. There is one instance of body horror if that's something that you are,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
if you're
there
not okay
is.
with. But other than
Yep.
that, I think it was just a singular instance, and
Yeah.
it's
For the most part, I feel like that one's pretty wholesome and spicy too.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, I want to play more dating sims. It's been a hot minute.
Right? I love watching you stream them.
There was a game that we'll be picking up for
Mhm.
tomorrow, and I don't know if
Mm.
you're still welcome to join me, maybe if you'd like to,
Oh,
because you
right,
talked
right, right,
about
right,
it.
right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'll
Alien
have to let
Tail,
you know if I'm free, but I really
yeah.
wanna play that with you. That seems really
Hmm.
fun.
I've been so for those of you guys who don't know, whenever I'm here, I pick up games like streaming on Twitch. I pick up a lot of games that I think are very neat, and if they like, we do a lot of sponsorships over there where like I get a free key and I start playing a game on stream here. and it's always a
Mm-hmm.
game that I'm like super interested in, you know. So like, I never pick up something just to like, hey, look it, I got
Yeah.
another sponsor. It's like it's games that I really want to like highlight,
Yeah. Yeah.
basically. Gosh, do you know what would be fun? I would love to
Mhm.
highlight some indie games on here. You know, I gotta reach out to some
Ooh.
developers
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Like reach out to them personally for indie games
Mm-hmm.
you want to play. That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
like just to like talk about it on the podcast at least as well, right? Like, just be like, hey guys, go check out this game because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah. A little shout out. Love
Mm-hmm.
doing that.
I wanted to do something similar as well for like indie VTubers, you know, things like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. At underscore MAIHAN Maihan is having their 3D debut on October 5th.
Ooh.
So that's something
Oh.
exciting. This is
Nice.
coming recommended via Princess Roska here on Twitch. And
Mm.
I love 3D VTubers. They're fantastic. That's so
Mhm.
exciting. That's definitely something that maybe we can look up as well.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm hoping to start making more 3D models soon too.
Oh, really? That's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Have I ever shown you the ones that I've like made in Vroid?
I don't think
I don't
so. Do you
what?
have
Oh, I'll show
any
you
like pictures or anything that you can show me right now?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see.
Here,
Let
give
me
me just
see.
a second.
All right. Exciting.
Yeah.
We also got another. Let's do another spotlight while we're waiting as well.
Yeah, do it, do it.
At Ukulele is also having their debut on the 5th of October for their 2.0 model. That's exciting.
Nice. Heck
And,
yeah.
but I think I'm going to be making a post every week on Wednesday. That's going to be the plan, I think, to do that and have like a get some names, see what people are up to, you know?
Yeah. I think that's always fun to do.
Yeah, give them a little bit of a shout out. This is the first time and I wasn't really prepared for it, so like, you know, coming a little slack here. Oh, it's the Danganronpa person.
Yeah, here I'll post it in the chat too. This
Yeah.
is a model that I made. I think I made this one from scratch, so I was pretty proud of it.
This is pretty good, and this is all made in Vroid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's
So,
all in Vroid. But what I'm eventually hoping to do is like make a base model in Vroid and then move it to what's that 3D modeling program?
Blender
Yeah, Blender.
or
To like add
Unity?
all the I think Blender, and then I think I'll be able to export it into Unity.
Gotcha. So that's how that
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, because I have no idea how this works exactly, so it's good to know a
Mm.
little bit of an insight on that. And
Yeah, yeah.
you're keeping busy.
I always
You have a lot of 2D models and 3D models coming out as well. You know, I
Yeah.
didn't you make were they 2D or were they 3D? Like the little
Hmm.
like little creature ones, little critters, the animal ones.
Oh, those are live 2D. I made little Animal Crossing inspired
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, yeah, but I'm hoping to make more of those soon too. I have a lot
Speaking
of
of
fun making those. Mm.
making things, I would
Mm.
love to get your assistance on making some stickers.
That's right. I love
Yeah.
making stickers. You've got the right person.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking about it, you offered
Yep.
a little bit of help, so I
Yeah.
would love
Yeah.
to get some stickers because one of the
Yep.
things that we were talking about when we were raising up the funds for the 2.0 model was that we were going
Mhm.
to um we were gonna get we were gonna get stickers made, and
Yep.
so whenever we can get
And
that, that'd
so,
be really fun. That's something to look forward
yeah,
to.
feel super down for that. I love making
Hmm.
stickers.
Eventually, I do want to get like a plush going as well. You've made you
Mhm.
also did
Mhm.
a you drew us as like a little plush creature
Yep.
once
Yep.
before.
Marketable plush.
The marketable plushie, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get that at some point, but
Yep. Yep.
I honestly have zero idea how to make
Mhm.
plushies.
Mm.
So,
That's something we can talk about because I know some manufacturers. Yeah.
oh, exciting.
Yep.
Jen just knows everybody,
I have
dudes.
resources.
Yeah. At the very least, maybe we can get the plushie as a sticker first.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That
my
might be an
thoughts. That's my
idea.
thought. Yeah.
Hmm. Give it a
And
little
then go from
QR
there.
code on that, you know, holding
Ooh,
a
that's a
sign.
great idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Give it a little QR code so you guys can have stickers and it'll send people here maybe or something, you know.
Yeah,
Or maybe
I
just
love
a sticker
that.
that says, "Have you seen this cat boy?" And then it's just the
That would
QR
be
code.
so good. That would be so good. Now you have.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
I'm just spitballing ideas. I have no idea
Yep.
what would make a good sticker. I kind of leave that up to you.
Oh, we can talk about it. We can talk about
Yeah.
it. Oh, do you know where to find me?
Hmm. Oh man. What else are we talking about here? What else is here?
What's on those notes?
We've gone through a lot of the notes already. But is there anything that you're looking forward to in the future? Anything coming up that you are excited about?
Hmm. I'm excited for some more projects I'm working on.
Oh yeah, anything you want to share with us?
Yes, actually, I'm gonna start making more t-shirts again. Yeah,
Exciting!
yeah. I haven't made those in a hot minute.
I didn't even know you made t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
It was to be fair, it was right before we met.
Oh,
Yeah, it was before COVID happened. I started designing a lot of t-shirts and selling them at anime conventions.
exciting.
And they actually sold really well and people really liked them. And it was like I was all ready to go like all in on like clothes design and
Right,
stuff, but then the pandemic happened and I couldn't go outside anymore.
right. That did happen, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
And
that's
then
exciting.
I kind of lost my passion for it because of that. I lost passion for a lot of things when COVID happened, but it's
Right.
coming back to me now.
I'm glad. Oh, I'm so
I'm able to go
glad.
outside sometimes.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back into that.
Oh man, that's so exciting. I had no idea that you made t-shirts. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
I'll
that
have
for
to show you
sure.
some stuff later. Yeah,
Hmm.
make some casual cap t-shirts too.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Exciting things for people to look forward to.
Yeah. You can slap a QR code on that
Just
too.
slap a QR code on everything, dude. That's gonna be
Mhm.
that's the rule now. We gotta slap a
Yep.
if it's marketable, if it's merch, it's gonna have a QR
QR
code
code.
somewhere.
Yep.
Somewhere on there. We'll put it in, like on the back, like on the opposite side of the collar. So like you don't see
Yeah.
it, but then other people will see it and like they'll just pull out their phones and QR code
Yep.
scan you
Yep.
from
Yep. Yep.
behind. It'll be great.
Perfect.
And it'll say
I like
scan me,
it.
you won't.
Work. That would honestly work. Uh,
Oh man.
yeah, we can talk about all sorts of merch
Hell
ideas.
yeah. I'm looking
I've
forward
made
to
a lot
it.
of merch in my years.
Yeah. Yeah. Jen, I'm so happy that I met you, by the way. Like
I'm so happy to meet you.
it's such a random happenstance. If you guys don't know,
Mhm.
JenJenRose is absolutely one of my best friends ever, which is
Yeah.
the big reason why I wanted to invite her as my very first
Mm.
guest on our very first podcast here. Because I was like, man, I don't know. I'm so worried about like inviting people I don't know because what if the chemistry
Yeah.
is just all bad, you
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, I always got you. I'm the number one cat supporter. Through thick and thin, I'm here for you.
aw, and I'm always here for you too.
Mm.
But I do really heckin' love you, Jen. You're wonderful. You're absolutely amazing.
Thank you. You too.
I think this might be a good place for us to wrap it up here. I'm going for nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
Reached our goal time amount.
yeah.
Mhm.
Before you do go though,
Mhm.
where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv at twitch.tv/JenJenRose. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok now randomly.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. There are a lot of good TikToks about dogs over there, so.
There is. I have two adorable little baby boy sons.
Hmm. I believe your
They are my
Twitter.
passion.
I believe your Twitter's also a little different, right?
My Twitter is a little bit of everything right now. It's kind of like my home base for.
I just meant the at.
Oh. Let me see what it is actually right now because I changed it recently.
Because I went to go like at you earlier today,
Yes.
and it was
Yeah,
different.
it is different. I think it's JenJenRose.artist. Let me make sure though.
Yeah.
Because
I
JenJenRose is taken and has been taken for a long time.
Oh, dude, there's somebody that has casual cap, and it's
Mm,
just
I
nothing.
know. I know. Yeah. It's
It's just
JenJenRose
nothing.
_art. Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I'll put this all up on screen as well for anybody watching on
Thank
YouTube.
you.
And I can also just pop in the card so that I'll have everything, right?
Yeah.
That has
Yep.
all of your socials there.
It does. It does. Yeah.
But
Yeah. You can find me all over. Crawl all around the internet.
and you'll be, you want to get in now because big merch coming. Big merch
Oh
coming. You
yeah.
don't want to miss it.
Yep.
We got some
You get
new.
that debut casual cap merch.
Oh, true. I was talking about yours, but also that. I already forgot. Wow. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciated it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
I'm glad. This was
Mm.
definitely a really good time for me as well.
Yeah. Always down to hang out.
hmm Well, I am going to head off right now. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining me, Jen. Thanks for being the very first guest on our new podcast.
Yeah, it was a
S'more
privilege and an
chatting.
honor.
Chattin' S'more chatting. We haven't
S'more,
decided
S'more
yet.
Chattin.
One of those two. It's going to be one of
It'll
those
come to
two.
us. It'll
Yeah.
come to us. One will fit in.
Yeah. And everyone go follow Jen if you don't already. I'll give you
Yeah,
a little
follow
shout
me.
at her as well. In the upcoming episodes, we are going to have some more guests, some more friends to look forward to. We're gonna, I don't know if we'll have this every Saturday. We might move the time to be on Fridays, maybe. We'll see. Depending, because I
Okay.
have some other things that I need to like move some schedules around. So
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday would be where to look for now around 5 p.m. We're gonna try to have a new guest every week and just chat about whatever's
Nice,
coming up.
nice. Yeah. That's ambitious. I like it.
But and this video, if you missed it, well, I guess if you're down here because you missed it, tell your friends to go watch it on Monday. Well, it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel if you ever want to go over there.
Throw a link for that.
Here are all the socials. You can go follow the YouTube channel over there. And yeah, that's it. And maybe you'll see JenJenRose with us tomorrow as well. Possibly, we'll see.
You might. I'll have to check my schedule. I'll get back to you later tonight.
No problem. And if not, there will be other times. This isn't going to be the last time you see Jen.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
We got a whole slew. We got a whole month of spooky games coming up that we got to play. So
excited. I love spooky games.
Yeah. Right. Well, take care, Jen. I love you very much.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.